Be you, boo. There ain't nobody else like you. Don't try to be like somebody else. Be your own bitch. Stay in your own lane and drink some fucking water. So, how are y'all feeling today? I'm feeling... I don't feel great, just to say that. But that's why I decided to turn on the camera and film something, because, I mean, might as well, right? I mean, I got this makeup on for fucking nothing, so why don't we just put it to some use? Anyways, we're here to talk about why I've been gone, what's been going on in my life, a little update for you. Not that any of you fucking care. Like, the 2 viewers that watch my videos, they're just like, they probably already fucking know because they're probably my close friends, but, you know, I don't know. I just felt the need to make an update because I know I haven't been filming YouTube, doing any YouTube videos lately, and here's the reason why. So, around the time that I even started YouTube, I was friends with this person. Allegedly, I heard from someone that this person told the story the wrong way again. So I guess I gotta come out of the woodwork and say what really fucking happened, the real tea, because they will not come forward and admit what they did wrong. What should I name her for this? We'll call her Grognak the Destroyer. No, I'm not gonna call her that. No, you should not take Grognak's name in such a foul way, because this is not a good person that I'm talking about. Someone's calling me on my home phone. What do you people want? It's nobody, they're just literally hung up. Well, okay, so we'll call her Mary. So, me and Mary were really good friends we've been friends for years. Well, ex-friends now, but at that time, we had been friends for a really long time. I want to say at least 4 years. So, around the same time, we started to hang out with each other more, and we had a group of friends that we would always go to conventions with that were, like, in my town, and we would always hang out and stuff like that. So, all those friends we would start getting together and like throwing parties, hanging out at this one person's house. There's actually 2 people there's more than 2 people in this story, but there's mainly one, but there's another person too. And this person I happen to have a crush on. Call him Jacob. So we would all go over to Jacob's house and we would have parties and stuff like that. And like, I had a really huge crush on this guy, and you know, Mary would always egg me on to, like, you know, make the first move, you know, like, you know, you should hold his hand, you should hug him, you should cuddle him, you should do this, because I was always afraid to do that. If any of you know me personally, you know I am a very, like, I will not show affection towards you unless I know for 100,000% you like me too, because I hate rejection. I don't like rejection. I avoid rejection at all costs. You know, it's just not something I want to go through. So, you know, I wait until I know for a fact that someone likes me back before I tell them I like them too. That's just how I've always been. That's probably how I'm always going to be. I can't change it. I don't really see anything wrong with it. If anything, it protects me. So I'm not planning on getting rid of that trait anytime soon or changing that. But that's just how I am, and that's how I was in this instance. Yeah, I was always very shy around this person, and, you know, we would have alone times, we would have times, like, and the thing is, like, Mary knew the fact that I had a crush on this guy, because Mary was friends with Jacob first. Like, they were friends first, they had known each other for longer than I had known Jacob, but she knew, and she was like, yeah, you should get it, you know, you should totally date him, you should ask him on a date, do all this stuff, you know, stuff that a best friend would do. However, this story takes a turn for the worst. It had been around the same time I had made my last videos. I had actually been filming a lot around that time, and there's a lot of footage you guys haven't seen, and I'm very upset about it because I'm probably not going to get around to editing it. But aside from all this drama and the main story time, we'll get into that later, but there's been other stuff that, actually good things that have been happening in my life as of lately, that are not related to drama, thank God. Well, drama in a different kind of way, if you know what I mean. I'll let you guys know later. But anyways, back to the story. So, you know, I thought I could really trust this person because we had been saying, oh, we're sisters, like, we're basically sisters, we're like, and we were, like, cut from the same cloth, like, we had the same interests, like, you know, our families were similar, we've had similar experiences throughout life, and I really thought I could trust this person, and I did, like, I did for a really long time. I did trust this person for a really long time. I told them a lot of my secrets, but I'm not gonna say that I never speculated that Mary wasn't manipulative in some sort of way, or wasn't a liar in some sort of way, or liked attention in some sort of way, because she has been in a lot of drama in the past, I will admit, and I always had some kind of weird feeling about her, but I could never pinpoint what it was, or, you know, what was going on. What had happened is that, you know, I noticed that she was copying my personality. I never, you know, still even to this day, I never told her about that or asked her about it because I personally don't even give a fuck because we're not even friends anymore. Why should I even care? But I noticed it. I noticed that she was copying, like, certain things that I would do. Like, there were certain things I was getting into then she was suddenly interested in. And it's like, okay. And then it came to a point where you know, I had a feeling that something was going on. I didn't say anything because I still don't even know. I got literally, like, shout out to you if you're watching this, Sergio's mom. Like, you the real OG because you picked me up when I was crying, tears running down my face, and you told me what I needed to hear, and that, like, I'm so thankful for that because, like, literally, I was letting this person walk all over me like a fucking doormat. It was not even funny. However, what had happened is my crush Jacob and Mary seemed like they were getting oddly close, if that makes any sense. Like, they were getting closer and closer and closer. And she would tell me about, you know, when they hang out and, you know, what would happen and stuff like that. And I got really stoned one night, and we were gonna go not hang out with him, but we were gonna go meet him up at a nearby store. I don't remember what we were doing, but we were meeting up with him for some fucking reason. But that was the night I was confident enough to ask him out on a date. I said, hey, do you want to go out on a date? I was just upfront. And, like, this is the thing that you need to know about me is I don't fucking ever do that. I don't ever ask someone if they want to go out on a date. I'm not that kind of person. Like, unless I am head over heels for fucking you, or not fucking you, but fucking, well, that's a different story. But but I don't normally ask guys if they want to go out on dates. That's just me. I don't do that. It's not because I don't want to. I probably want to really bad. Again, I'm just scared of rejection. I bitch can't handle rejection. And, you know, like, I would rather be safe than sorry. But this time I was like, you know what? I feel confident. I think I'm going to ask him. I think I'm going to ask him out on a date. Let's see where this goes. And then my friend was, again, like, saying, like, yeah, you should totally fucking do it. Like, you know, you need to do this and stuff like that. So I did it, and we never went on a date, first of all. Ooh, fuck. That's how I feel about this whole situation, just that noise that came out of my throat. Anyways, so that same night, and it was so fucked up, that same night, literally the same night that I asked Jacob out on a date, Mary decides to tell me that they hooked up. And I'm like, at the time, I was stoned as hell. Like, I was stoned out of my fucking mind. So I wasn't even really processing what was going on. I was just like, oh, okay then. And I didn't lash out or anything, and that was it. And then I told my best friend about it, and he's like, that's not okay at all, for many reasons. I won't get into that part, because, like, I want to tell this story that was my story, like my piece, like what I went through, not what some other people, because I will admit, I wasn't the only person that was hurt in this situation, and I'm going to leave it at that. I was not the only person hurt. There were many people in this situation that were hurt, but I'm going to leave that story for them to tell. I'm only telling my piece and what happened to me. So don't come for me. And I'm really trying to be vague about certain things because, you know, I don't have respect for this person, not really anymore, but I have respect for the situation, and I don't want I don't want me telling about my story to ruin somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want there to be any more destruction. You know, I don't want to hurt someone just because they've hurt me, because I've realized that, you know, karma will come on its own. It'll come on its own. You don't need to initiate it every single time. And you really shouldn't initiate it every single time. The best thing to do is just to move on with your life, grow from it, learn from it. And honestly, I have learned a lot. Like, a lot from this situation. Like, I've learned, one, not to trust people so fucking easily. Don't let people walk all over me like I'm trash. Literally, like I'm trash. My best friend is the one who told a certain person about the situation, and he was a relevant player in the situation, so it wasn't like he was just telling a stranger. Like, this person was actually affected by this situation in a really bad way. He felt the need to tell his friend what was going on because he cares about his friend, and, you know, that's that. You know, I was told that I told that friend about the situation. And no, I told my best friend. I have a right to tell my best friend everything that goes on in my life because they're my best friend. Like, that's just, I don't care who you are or what you are to me. If you tell me something and you don't want me telling anybody else, like, as long as it's not, this is what I've learned, as long as it's not hurting other people, I'll keep it a secret. But if it's hurting somebody else, yeah, there's somebody I need to tell. Probably the person that's getting hurt, or in this case, I didn't tell the person that got hurt. We tried to hash this out in a very adult way. And I forgave her, and this was before she decided to not tell the whole truth. Still. So she made me think that she was really, like, being genuine and honest when I personally don't think she was. I don't think she was. And, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm entitled to my opinion. You know, I can say whether or not I call you on bullshit or not. At first I was like, okay, maybe she is being genuine. Like, I've given this person so many chances before, and I just realized, like, after a while that that's not what I need to be doing. I need to just step my foot down and say, you know what? Fuck you. Literally fuck you. But I'm not gonna really talk to this person anymore or interact with this person anymore. I don't want to. I don't really care about this person. Like, I personally let it go, and it doesn't bother me anymore. I literally don't think about it. The only reason why I'm talking about it now is because it was the reason why I was not on YouTube. And that's very important to me because I really wanted to do this as a hobby. Like, I'm not trying to make money off of this. If I do, cool. I just really like watching YouTube, and I like watching people do certain things, and I want to do that too. And, you know, I have every right to. I don't know. I have the right to tell my life story, things that happen in my life. And I have a lot of stories that I want to tell about so many different scenarios. Like, not just this one. There's so many that I want to talk about that, you know, I want to get the chance to in the future because it is just, it's so fun. I love it. And, you know, it's great. But it's so hard to tell this story and not mention how much more fucked up it is because it's a clusterfuck of bullshit that I don't really want to get into, but, you know, that's the gist of it, and I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I really wanted this story to be more, like, juicy and tea and all this other stuff, but I'm like, you know, like, once I sat down to film it, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to keep it simple and to the point because I just want to let the situation go, never fucking talk about it again. But let's move away from that because I would like to talk about the other good things that have been happening in my life as of, you know, however long I've been gone, months or however long. whatever. There's been a lot of good things actually going on in my life right now. Right now where I'm at, I'm not in my room right now. I'm in my third bedroom in my apartment, which I am going to turn into like a little office space where I could do my work, where I could film videos, where I could do photo shoots, because I do a lot of different things. I do art, I do music, I do all this, and I just need a room where I can put all that shit, because having it all in my bedroom and doing paintings on my bed is really getting annoying because oil paints are a fucking bitch. Second of all, it's just too small of a space. So I'm in this room right now, like literally there's like boxes and shit surrounding me. You just can't see them. But yeah, so there's that going on. And recently I worked my very first television show as an extra. For me, it's like whenever I tell anybody that I do acting for my job, they're just like, oh my God, like, are you famous? Like, are you the star of the show? I'm like, no, not really. And I'm like, I kind of like, I don't know. I don't like showing off anything. Not really. Like, if I'm just like, say I did get a big role in a show and I played the main character, I wouldn't sit there and say, oh yeah, I did that. Like, I play her. Like, yeah, give me attention. Like, I really personally don't give a fuck. I just love acting. It's like, I took my first acting job this summer, and it was fucking amazing. And even just being an extra, it's so much fun. I fucking loved it. And it made me realize that this is something that I really want to do, like, my career goal. And, like, I really want to do theater because I've always been that kind of kid. I've never been in theater classes, surprisingly. Like, because I was never in theater in high school. I was in choir and then I was in art because I have so many different fucking interests. But I think I realized that acting is something that I genuinely really do like. And I think I could pull this off, being an actress. Two main goals right now, two different productions I would fucking love to get into. And I'm really, really, really close to being in one. Like, it's so close I could just, like, taste it. I see what's mine and I take it. Everybody on set was so sweet. The directors were amazing. Okay, first of all, they catered to our every fucking need, and it was so insane, because for me, I was expecting, more business-like behavior. And I'm not saying they were childish or anything like that, or they weren't professional, because they definitely were. They definitely were. But I was not expecting everybody to be so nice. Like, everybody there was so sweet and nice. And, like, the one director, she would always check on us. She'd be like, oh, you want some snacks? You want some water? Like, before you go back on set, like, and everything like that. And I'm just like, that's so nice. Like, I was not expecting that. And then literally right after, they said we weren't going to have a lunch, but literally there was like a cart with a bunch of food on it, and they said we could take it. So I was just like, okay. All I had was a slice of pizza. And that day, and this is how I kind of know that this is what I'm meant to do, is literally that day I was so sick. Like, I had a sore throat, I had a headache, my back was killing me, I was sweating my ass off outside because we were filming outside, and we had to wear, like, winter clothes in 100-degree weather in my town, and it's like, oh my God, I want to fucking die. It really does suck, but like, I don't even want to sit there and say, oh my God, being in the heat sucked, like, because it really didn't. It didn't suck. I loved every second of it. Like, even though my throat was in fucking pain all day long, I still had a great time, and I would literally love to do what I did that one day every fucking day of the week. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I would love to do that every single day, and I would not get bored. Like, so that's kind of how I know that this is what I'm meant to do, is that, like, if I'm willing to be sick and go to set, then that means that's dedication right there. And I didn't complain about it at all. Because before, when I would do my classes, it's like, yeah, I would go to everything. I'd go to every class. I'd do every session, but I wouldn't be happy about it. I'd always complain. And literally now I'm still in school, but I switched my major from what it was before to theater. And, well, not really theater. I'm doing theater and art and all this other stuff. Like, I'm just kind of exploring around and seeing what I like. And so far, my classes are fucking amazing, and, like, everything is just going so well right now. Today wasn't the best day ever, but hopefully it'll get better. I really hope so. I mean, I'm finally sitting down and filming this, so something's gotta give today. Something's gotta give. Like, I don't care what it is. It's just gotta be something. But yeah, so there's that, and I'm just starting to really step into myself and, you know, what I want to do, where I want to go, you know, my goals and everything like that is just starting to kind of align. Like, everything just feels kind of good right now. Like, I don't know. I'm really happy. Like, overall at my life right now, I'm very happy. Just today I'm not that great because, well, actually I'll tell you why I'm not happy. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So the reason why I'm so sad today is because literally I was gonna go to a set and work a show, and I haven't literally the last time I worked a show was my first time working a show, and I loved it, and that was like a few months ago, and or like last month, I'm not sure exactly. I don't think it was in August. I think it was in July. It was like the end of July, I believe. Like July, probably like July 25th or something like that. So yeah, it was like a few months ago. But that was the last show I worked, and I really had a good time. And I got invited back to do a different show. You know, same kind of job though. And I was really, really excited to do this, but I had to cancel. Like I said, I don't live in the town that I work in, so I have to take the bus there, and the bus decided to be delayed 2 fucking hours. So I didn't get to go, and I'm very upset about it because it was something I could have put on my resume. It's more work experience for me, and it's just like, for me, it's just like my goal right now is just to get work and, you know, have stuff that I could put on a resume for more opportunities that I want to have in the future and more directing jobs and acting jobs. That's another thing is I really want to get into directing too because, I don't know, I really want to try everything that theater has to offer, and just, I think directing would be so much fun, especially if I was able to direct my own movie. That would be sick. It's just I have to figure out what I would make a movie about. But I do have a lot of artistic ideas I'd love to see put into a film. So there's a lot of things that I'm working on right now. It's just kind of visualizing and thinking about what it is that I want, what it is I want to do. But right for now, I'm in school. I'm doing 3 classes. It's a lot lighter of a schedule than I had last semester, because last semester I took 5 classes, and they all fucking suck. Well, they didn't all suck, but they weren't fun classes. They were more labor-intensive classes, and all of them were like that. And one of the professors I fucking hate. I still fucking hate him. That's another story time for another time. We'll get into that some other time. But anyways, yeah. I mean, now you know why I've been gone so long. My life's been kind of crazy. There were things in between that I didn't talk about, like my birthday, when I went to AX, you know. July was a very chaotic month. And honestly, I'm kind of glad for that because it was probably the most fun month out of the year I've ever had. Yeah, my birthday was great. Anime Expo was fucking insane, but I still had a great time nonetheless. If you want to hear a story time from Anime Expo, I got a fucking story to tell about that. If you guys want to hear it, let me know down below, and I could definitely whip up something for you guys. But I think that's going to do it for today's video. I basically spilled the tea on everything and where I've been, and hopefully, starting from now, I'll start to get more uploads going. I can't be too sure about that, seeing as I do have school. But whenever I do film, hopefully it will be a lot more frequent since I have this new office space. And I literally have no other reason to not film, so there will be more videos in the future coming. I really hope I can get this one edited and up for you guys as soon as possible because, like I said, I want to get back to doing this because it's so much fun and I love it. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. If you want to subscribe for more content. There will be more stuff coming in the future. I promise you that. There will be more stuff in the future. I just don't know what yet. But if you have any suggestions for me, leave them down below and we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm glad you guys could spend this time with me. I'm glad I could spill a little tea and a little shade and tell you what's going on in my life. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!